Hi, I'm Jim Tunney. For 31 years, I officiated in the National Football League and had the privilege of refereeing 3 Super Bowls. Stepping from this locker room gives me a feeling of excitement and butterflies that's hard to describe. It was part of the enjoyment I always got from officiating. The adrenaline flows because you know so much is riding on your performance. Just like the athletes, you have a job to do, and you want to do it well. There are butterflies, but you know you're prepared. You know you're ready for whatever might happen. In the next few minutes, we're going to share with you an insider's look at officiating. Just how do these guys and gals become officials, and why do they do it? I didn't start out in the National Football League. I started out working youth league games and high school junior varsity contests like so many others. Regardless of the sport, there's a ladder you climb. For most, it starts at the recreational level, and from there you work your way into the high school, junior varsity, and varsity program. You may then go on to small college and proceed to major college level. For a select and fortunate few, the big leagues become reality. It doesn't happen overnight, but with commitment, dedication, and respect for the game, officials at every level can and do make a significant contribution to the games they work.
My high school football coach was an official. He was a collegiate and a high school official. And I loved sport, and I was a football man. He said, "You're not big enough or tough enough to do anything with football after you leave high school." He said, "Try your hand at officiating. And if you're any good, when you come home, I'll take you up to the local officials association after you graduate." And then he said the most important thing. He said, "If you're any good, you can do it your whole adult life." And I have. He was right. He got me into something that's just been spectacular for me.
Officials come from all walks of life and many backgrounds. They're doctors, lawyers, laborers, homemakers, students, teachers, and business professionals. Still, they have much in common despite these diverse backgrounds. They have the personality and the character traits to make tough decisions quickly, in a split second when necessary, and the courage to stand by their decisions. That's what it's all about. That's the bottom line. As an official, your decisions are critical to ensuring that competition is played fairly. The playing field is your office. Several years ago, NFL Film produced a segment about a highly respected NFL referee, Johnny Greer. He literally has an office in every NFL city.
All right, 25 seconds, I'm a one.
At Johnny Greer's office, he works a lot of jobs.
4th down, who's in?
There's bookkeeping.
3-4. Who else? 5-5. Okay. 56, 91, 56, 90, over here.
There's police work.
Watch it, fellas. Knock it off. Come on, let's play ball. Okay, let's play ball. 94.
There's counseling.
94. Going out his legs like that from the blind side is 15 yards. Just remember that. Okay.
He needs the professionalism of a diplomat, the fairness of a judge, and the arguing skills of a lawyer.
Phil, the clock had not reset.
I know, but you beat us. You should let us get back in the huddle.
I put you on the line. That's the best I can do. Put you on the line and make sure it doesn't run out.
That ain't right. You see what I'm saying down there?
Oh, yeah, I understand. But remember, you've only had 10 seconds to go anyway, and the clock was still running. So the best I could do is put you back on the line and let you go from where you stopped.
I know. The bad thing is I should have called timeout, but we didn't think of it.
Okay.
You should have told me, Phil, you want a timeout.
Yeah, okay. And then they would accuse me of coaching, all right?
No matter the level, no matter the sport, when you step on the field or court, you're in charge. But it's not with a show of arrogance. It's with controlled confidence. It's pride in the private knowledge that you know yourself and your abilities. Officiating is one of the greatest teachers of self-confidence, judgment, and accountability. Sports officials are dedicated. They have a commitment to not only learn the rules, but to understand how to apply them fairly and without bias. They also must have a sense of humor. After all, it is just a game. It's all part of keeping everything in perspective. That, in part, is what makes officiating fun.
When one of my friends is a high school coach here locally, and we were talking about joining a health club, and she goes, "Why join a health club? They need umpires for fast pitch softball." And I said, "You're kidding." So I said, sure, why not? I've never done it before, and once I did it, I got hooked. It's like a team. We are a team out on the ball field. We are a family because we spend so much time together. There's a shortage of umpires, and there's definitely a shortage of female umpires.
It pumps you up. It makes you excited. It makes me have fun. It's an avocation, but it's recreation. And it just makes me strive to do a real good job.
Courage. It's not a word you'd think is part of the officiating vocabulary, but believe me, if you don't have courage to stand up and make the right call, it won't last long. If you don't have the courage to admit at times you made a mistake, you won't be respected. Every decision you make might be questioned by someone, but no one sees things the same. And it's your perspective that counts. It's your understanding of the game, the rules, and how to interpret the rules that counts.
You can never know too much. You've got to always be learning. You're always learning. This is a learning game. You never know everything. There's situations that have happened that you'll never, well, you'll probably come into them at some point in time, especially at the lower level.
Tough? You bet. Fun? Even better. At all levels, the men and women officiating today are professionals. They study rules, learn mechanics, buy the necessary equipment, uniforms, and apparel needed to perform their job, and then they go out there every day knowing that they are role models. Role models, you ask? You bet. Officials represent respect, integrity, authority, and honesty in our games today. The official must be above reproach. That's not only being the most skillful official you can be, but being the best person you can be.
I don't know of any other avocation or profession that could have challenged me more as an individual. Every day when I worked a game, my ability to be fair, just, and completely impartial came into play. I enjoyed this challenge and I accepted it every single game. I walked away knowing that each day I worked as hard as I could to fulfill my potential.
I think it's the passion and the love that I have for the game, the excitement, the attitude that says you give it your best regardless of whether it's the 9th and the 10th team in the country or the 2 teams playing for the national championship. Those kids are all out there giving it 100%. And it's something that's inherent in all of us. We do that. We give it that 100%. It's not the game, the quote-unquote the game. Every game is a big game, and you have to treat it as such. So for me, I get excited about just being out there and being part of such a game that is so great.
Integrity, good judgment, honesty, courage, accountability. You develop those skills growing up from childhood, and you have to apply them full measure in officiating. Being a good official means many things. It means having all the characteristics we discussed. Plus, it means being informed. It means knowing proper officiating mechanics and how to be a good communicator. It means being involved in local officiating programs and supporting both local and national organizations that are working to improve officiating standards. It also means knowing yourself, knowing your limitations, knowing your abilities, knowing where you want to go, knowing how to get there, and knowing what resources are there to help. It also means being a resource yourself. Mentoring other officials is vital, not only to the industry's growth, but to your personal growth too.
You know, a lot of people see you on the big TV games and they think, gosh, this guy, he must really have the rules down and the mechanics down, but you know, it's a growing process. It's years and years and years to get to that level, but if you don't stay with the program and continue to learn, gosh, you'd just be lost.
Sports officials strive to meet challenges that are as old as the game themselves. The challenge of improving one's mental and physical skills. The challenge of managing the entire game experience, of causing order to be brought out of potential chaos. The challenge of balancing the intent of the rules with the spirit of the game.
I challenged everyone on our crew, every game, to do the best job we could do. We didn't always know what the teams were going to do, but we knew the guys in the striped shirts, the third team, were going to be the best team on the field.
First down, Chuck. That's the way to be thinking. Nice going. If you would like to learn more about becoming an official, contact NASO at 1-800-733-6100 and request the brochure, You Have to Love It When They Boo, Becoming a Sports Official. We'll send you this informative brochure absolutely free. Once again, on behalf of the National Association of Sports Officials and Fox 40 International, makers of the Fox 40 whistle, thank you for watching. You have to love it when they boo.